Um, Let me tell you something. I tried to be like a pop star for like 15 years. Okay. And I tried really hard and I went to auditions and people took advantage of me. I got my parents to pay a shit ton of money to get me demo tapes and nobody cared. Okay. No one. I got rejected left and right. Guys took advantage of me. People took advantage of me. It was a horrible, terrible experience that was not enjoyable. So I began to hate music. I began to hate it, not enjoy it anymore. And then I gave up. Okay.
What
I pretty
year?
much
I
gave
mean,
up
what year was
and I was
this?
partying, Luke. I went out every night late. I want to say 2000. Well, I mean, it was from when I was like 14 to like 24. Okay. So then at like 24, I gave up. I started or maybe 23, I started partying.
You
And
smoke a
I
lot of
did
weed?
Quaaludes and I was just like, I went crazy. Okay.
You smoke a lot of
And
weed?
do I smoke weed? No,
Yeah,
no,
I
I
like
don't like
weed.
weed.
No, I'm
You?
talking about
You seem
then
like
though.
you like weed.
Back then. You didn't do coke?
No, no, Quaaludes. Quaaludes only. I tried ecstasy. I did not. I actually went to the hospital because I was so freaked out on ecstasy. But anyway, let me tell you the story. So anyway, I gave up and I was partying like crazy, going nuts. And one night I was at a nightclub at like 5 in the morning after I'd already given up music and I was going through like a really hard time. And I was at a nightclub and this guy was like so attractive to me. Like I felt like something was pulling me towards him, like a magnetic thing, like something like a magnet. Like I felt like so attracted to him, and it wasn't even a sexual thing. It was just kind of like energy that I felt. Anyway, I went up to him. I said, "Do I know you? I feel like I know you. I feel like I want to know you, or because I was drunk, so I would just say anything." Anyway, I went up to him and I said, "Hey, do I know you?" And he was that way with me too. And he was saying to me, "Oh, like, what do you do? Like, who are you?" Like, he just like wanted to like help me. Like,
Are
not
you
just like
sure?
help me, but he like wanted to be a part of my life, and I could tell. And anyway, 2 weeks later, yeah, well, 2 weeks later, after giving up my musical dream for like a long time, 2 weeks later, I was on Jimmy Kimmel playing with a band and touring all around the world. So that just shows that even if you
So
give up,
you gave
like
up
if
when
you
you were
have a dream or
24,
like you
you
want to
said,
do
and then
something,
what? You got into
and
Cobra Starship at what age?
that's the story I'm telling you. I'm telling you how I got in. I'm telling you, I was on Jimmy Kimmel 2 weeks after I met that guy. After I was, I quit. I quit the business forever because I was just getting. I went to an audition once for Puff Daddy, okay, to be his backup singer. It was so fucking embarrassing. I was terrible, and like everybody laughed at me, and I was crying. And that's just like one. That was like like the Tommy Mottola thing. I've had 80 million experiences like that. So if you tell me, Luke, that I should give up on something like this, you're nuts because I'm not a person that gives up. I am not. I mean, so many things like that have happened. All right, Luke left. But anyway, Luke,
Hey, Elisa, I have a question for you.
what?
So you said, when did you get into that band? What age were you?
Into the band? I think I was like 24.
And how long were you in it?
What?
And for how long?
It was like maybe like 2 years. Uh, yeah, like 2 years or something like that. 3 years.
Well, you've been pretty open about it, and a lot of people ask you, you know, why were you no longer part of the band anymore? What happened?
I'm a very emotional person, Luke, and I was so caught up in it was just so awesome. You know the way I like this, doing this? It was the same thing. Because when I was in my band, I would go on tour and there'd be, we do like stadiums. But after the show was my favorite part because I got to meet little kids that was like, they were like 10, 11, 12, 13 years old and their parents were with them. And their parents were like, oh my God, just like so shocked that I was like talking to them because I actually love talking to people, obviously. And, I would hang out kids. I'd take them out to dinner. I had money back then. So I was like, oh, do you guys, like, they were shocked when I did this, Luke. I'd be in like Boston or like, Chicago, and I'd say, hey, who wants to go for lunch? And I'd treat everybody to lunch, and I'd talk to them. They'd ask me questions about the lead singer. They'd ask me questions about the bass player. They'd ask me questions. I was their least favorite one probably, but I didn't mind this. I loved it. It was nice. I met this girl in a wheelchair that actually my band was really shitty to this girl. This girl, a gorgeous model, right? She got into a car accident. She was in a wheelchair, and we were her favorite band. Okay, and she actually wanted to be on stage at every concert. So she would follow us around. She'd follow the tour bus around in a car with her mom, and she was quadriplegic, or I don't know if I'm saying that right. Yeah, quadriplegic. And she would follow her around in a car, and she'd say, "Hey, can you lift me to the stage? Can you lift me to the stage?" And people would say no to her. And I was just shocked that anybody would say no to her. And they were like, "She's using her disability." I'll never forget that, Luke. I was always pissed about that. They said she's using her disability to get near the band. And I was like, you know what? Like, fuck you. Fuck you. She can't move her arms and legs. If she's using her disability to get on the stage, who cares? Who cares? So I didn't like that part of it. Like, I don't know. There's something that happens to people that is, I don't know, when you get a little bit of fame that I personally don't like. And I mean, I'm not just saying like they're bad. I'm sure they're nice or whatever, but like, I don't know. I've seen a lot of bad things, and I kind of flip. I kind of flipped. I'm very emotional, Luke. So when I see that people aren't being nice,
When you say you flipped, I mean, what do you mean? Did you get into a fight with the bandmates? Did you yell at them? Because they wouldn't kick you out for being nice to handicapped kids.
no, that's not the reason. It was actually because they were always making fun of me. I wasn't funny, like how I'm funny now or trying to be funny right now. I wasn't like that then. I was very shy. So they would just get into a
You
group.
were more serious. Oh.
Well, I was really, really quiet and like really insecure. And actually, when I found comedy and comedy writing, I felt so much more what do you call it? Like a person. Like I felt like an incomplete person when I was in the band because I felt like I wanted to write songs for them. I wanted to, be like, I wanted to do more than they were letting me do, which is kind of similar to a lot of situations I've been in. I felt like I had more to offer than what they were letting me do. And I'll never forget, we went to film a music video for the band. And I went to, what do you call it? The music video set. And I looked at what do you call it? I guess it's like a script or, what do you call that? Like rundown. Anyway, I saw like what they were planning on doing in the music video, and they didn't put me in it. And I was really really like hurt by that because I felt like I deserved to be in the music video and that I was a big part of the band. And I felt like shit that I wasn't in it. So what I do in that situation, I'm not strong enough to say, hey, why am I not in this? Like, fuck you guys. I've been touring with you as well. I've been with you as well. I have fans as well that would like to see me too. I'm not strong enough to say that. So unfortunately, what I did was I went to the mall and I didn't come back.
You went to the mall and you didn't come back?
Yeah, because I was too scared to confront anybody and I was too embarrassed that to not be in it because I was standing around all these girls that were going to be in the video. And I'll never forget this, Luke. This girl comes up to me. She was like a really pretty model. She goes, "Hey, how come they're not using you? You're just like, I mean, you could totally fit into this video." I go, "I'm actually in the band." And she said, "You're in the band?" I
So
was
so so why why do you think they didn't put you in the video?
because they knew they were going to replace me from the moment they met me.
So you thought that they just saw you as an expendable piece to the band, and they'll just when they find something else, they'll replace you.
Yeah, I did. I felt like that.
I'm sorry.
I did feel like that. And I was like, it was like, my dream. And I mean, I don't know why I'm crying now because I actually like, I just, I actually, I don't know why I'm crying now because I thought I was like over it, I thought I was over it, but I guess I'm not, you know.
Well, I mean, it wasn't that long ago. It's understandable if it's still something that is painful in your life.
It's so long ago. I don't know why I'm crying still, but you know why I think I'm crying still? It's because that just happened to me, that very similar thing. It happened again. I can't really go into it, but the same thing happened. And you know what? When I got out of that band and I started writing my own songs, I started to get like some fans of those songs. And I felt like, oh man, like maybe I could start to do something on my own. And then I never like got anywhere. But I'm afraid that's also gonna happen. That's why like when you asked me about like the 2 month thing, like I'm scared of it because I thought that I was really gonna succeed after I got out of the band. Because like after I got out of the band, they started writing songs, and then like MTV called me, and they're like, "Oh, we want to put you like on like MTV and like all this stuff," and like somebody like really big called me from there, and they wanted to help me. But and then I don't know what happened. Like it was just like nothing happened from it, and like that's exactly what's happening right now as well. Like I have this show and people like it, and I can see how it could be something, but it might not. But I mean, I'll still try
Well,
something else. What?
yeah, listen, don't give up.
No,
You're
I'm
doing the
not
right
gonna give up.
thing. But
I'm not gonna somebody just tweeted something really funny. I'm gonna put that up. Um that's actually made me laugh. Um I don't know why that made me laugh so much. Anyway, I mean, I thought I was over it. I guess I'm not. I don't know. Maybe I'm not over it, but it's just like scary because like I've never been able to find something that I could fit in. Like I never found something that like I felt so good. Like when I do interviews and stuff, like I feel really good. But you never know like what's gonna happen. And then like I have little signs along the way that I'm doing well. Like little like people um like people tell me like some celebrities reached out to me and they said they like my interviewing and like that felt really good. But like that same thing happened when I was kicked out of the band. Like celebrities and like people that have succeeded reached out to me and were like, oh, we would like buy your album, blah blah blah. But like that doesn't mean anything. You know. Like I mean, it means something. It feels good. When when somebody in a high position says nice things about you, like I can't mention like the people, but like there's some people that have said really nice things about me, and you
yeah,
know,
listen, you you did a certain interview on a certain show, and I think a lot of people did like it.
yeah, but like what is that though? I mean, I no, trust me, that was such a blessing, huge blessing. To oh my God, that was the best day of my life, and I really appreciate that person for letting me do that, and I appreciate everybody involved in that, and they have given me so much. That's why I can't complain. But it does hurt that it really hurts a lot. That's like the same exact thing. Like I can't. This really sucks because I can't really like I can't say anything, but it hurts a lot. Let's just put it that way. It hurts, you know, like that. I tried so many things, and like the same thing keeps happening like over and over. But this always happens where like right after something bad happens, like something good, like this is really distracting to me. Like this doing this show is really distracting me from like how much pain I'm going through right now. You know what I'm saying? And like the Benjy and stuff, like this is distracting me so much. Like it's like a huge blessing. Like I would do this every day, even if like 5 people were watching, just because it's such a huge blessing and how much it's distracting me from like the fucked up stuff that's been going on. You know? Oh, somebody wrote something nice to me just now. Wait. Michael Strathmore. All successful people have a ton of failures. Oh, Rhonda. Rhonda must be here. Maybe Rhonda can help. Can you come on the air, Rhonda? Rhonda's my therapist. Can you come on the air? But I mean, when you said that, I got a little defensive because I got a little defensive because it's true that in 2 months nothing might happen. But I do see like, I mean, just the fact that anybody's in this chat, it gives me hope.
Yeah, I just think my point was don't don't set an expectation like that so soon. Give yourself some time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're a really good interviewer. You should be an interviewer.
I don't think you've cried on the show since that first one I saw. That
Yeah.
was I wasn't expecting that. I'm sorry that
No, it actually like felt good to talk about it. I wish I could talk about more. There's so much more I could say, but like about it, but it feels good because I mean,
do you have someone to talk to about it?
like what do you mean?
I mean, do you have someone in your life that that you can talk to about this? I mean, is someone like Benji gonna listen, or is he not
Benji,
interested?
like he hates the show and he's worried about it and he doesn't like it. So no.
Well, I mean about, you know, talking about stuff from your past that may still hurt.
He's not like I don't think he's very good. Like he cares. He definitely cares. He's very caring and very nice person. But how can I explain this? How can I explain it? I wish I could explain it. Shoot. Uh, okay. I don't know how to explain it, but no. The answer is no, I can't. He wants me to do well, but like he's so worried about everything. Like I don't know. What's the question? I don't know. I don't know how to answer it.
Well, I was just asking. I mean, he seems like the person you're closest to in your life. Is that correct?
Yes, but I've been really mean to him recently because I feel like this is something that's finally giving me some happiness, this show. Even though, like, all right, it might fail, whatever, but like, I don't think they're gonna kick me off. Like, anybody could upload here, you know? Like, that's like, so I mean, unless the site closes down, it's nice. Like, I really loved when I was in the band, hanging out with fans and people I didn't know from different states. I like that. Like, it made me, I don't know, maybe I have like some emptiness that I need, to talk to, I don't know. I don't know. I forgot what you asked. But you're a good, really good interviewer. What do you do for a living again?
I'm a business owner.
I mean, you are the best interviewer I've ever heard. Like for you to get that out of me is like unbelievable. Like whoa, I can't believe that.
Well, you seem. Can I ask you a personal question?
Yeah.
You seem sometimes like a little manic. Do you take any medication?
No, I just have a lot of energy. I don't know. I don't know. I have a lot of energy. I don't know. I mean, I'm not perfect, okay, Luke. I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm a little manic. It's true. I know. I don't like medication. I don't like medication because a lot of times, like when I
I don't
notice a lot
like
of
medication either. I remember one time you guys said that you got on some medication,
that's because
and
that's
I
because
was
I'll tell you why that is because Benji was like trying to get me to have a threesome every day, and he needed to be medicated because I couldn't take it because
he
I
was
thought
trying to get you what?
I have threesomes all the time, so I had to be medicated for those conversations. That's the truth. So
You were doing threesomes
no,
with
no,
Benji?
no, no. He wanted me to, so that's why. And then I was really jealous about it, like that he wanted to do that. So then I just, had
So you went on medication to make it easier for you to do a threesome with
no,
Benji?
no, 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 no. To make it easier to hear about that, I thought, okay, listen, Luke. Since you're such a great interviewer, I'm gonna please you right now, okay? So okay, so Benji kept asking me if he could hook up
How,
with me
how,
sometimes with people, right? Different people.
how long ago was this? Was this like
When we
two
first got
years,
together.
3 years?
When we first got together. When we first got together. So he kept
So
asking.
like 3 or 4 years?
Yeah, yeah, like 3 or 4 years ago. Anyway, so he kept like bringing up other women and like, he always said we're gonna break up. I'm eventually gonna, be on, websites and stuff. Like, it just didn't seem. When I first met him, I thought we were gonna get married. Okay, like certainly, because I thought, oh wow, this is like a guy that's all about me. Like he's like so in love with me. And then as like the weeks went on, I saw that he was like kind of preparing me for our like demise. He kept saying, "Oh, I'm not the monogamous type." I mean, he's probably said I'm not the monogamous type about 50 million times, Luke.
Do you not talk about the show you were previously on because of Benji, or is it because of you?
Uh, I don't know. I'm
Are
trying to.
you are you not legally obligated to?
Let me think about that. Hold on one second. There's some people out. I'm gonna answer the best way I can. It's gonna sound like so like weird. Uh, so I want to respect people that have done a lot for me, really selfless things that they did not need to do. There's a million people, that they could have done that with, and they chose to do with me. So I appreciate that. I appreciate them very much. So I don't want to throw that away. You know what I mean?
You appreciate your former employer, is what you're saying?
Yeah, like I don't want to like bite the hand that fed me. So, because after I was in my band, I wrote a blog about what happened when I was fired, and it was like a really long, like fucked up blog. I was really pissed, and I was really hurt, and I was crying and everything again. And I wrote, and it really like kind of like burned my bridge. And I don't want to burn any more bridges. I just don't want to do it. And I don't. What am I gonna say? Oh, yeah. I mean, everybody goes through this. I mean, I don't know anyone.
I don't think I
What?
don't think people are asking you to trash them. I don't
Oh,
think that's what people are saying. I just think people are wondering why it feels like it's so secretive instead of just saying, that's what happened and, that's
yeah.
what happened.
You
I
know what?
think that's
You
why
know what?
people are
Nothing,
confused by
nothing
it.
happened that you'll be very interested in. You're not going to be interested. It's going to be boring. So it's not like I'm going to say something that you're going to like, oh my God, like, oh wow. It's just a typical thing that happens for a lot. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, uh, uh, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like something like you're going to be interested in. Like, it's just something that very is simple and like a lot of people do it and go through it, and I can understand why. You know, it's just
Yeah,
about, it's about nothing.
it sounds like, I'll just tell you what it sounds like to me is it sounds like what happens to a lot of people, some sort of restructuring, someone gets laid off, it happens all the time. So, um, I think people are just curious, why why you don't even say the name of the show, for instance. Is it a legal reason or is it just because you just don't want to involve it on this?
Uh, hmm. I mean, I would have said it, but Benji scared me so much that I don't know. I
Yeah, I
gotta
think
see.
Benji definitely wants to keep it separate.
Yeah. No, but he's always afraid of everything. Like, oh my God, so many times. Like, even not with this topic. Like, he's always afraid. Like, for instance, I sent when I interviewed the pig. Did you see that?
I saw a little bit.
So listen to this. So I sent he has little nephews and nieces that are like, young, like 10. I sent them a clip of me interviewing the pig and me interviewing the rat from the other day. And Benji freaked the fuck out. He freaked out. He's like, oh, what if they see like, your other videos where you're like talking about like sex or something? And I was like, but I just sent him the pig one and the rat one. It's like a little 10-year-old kid doing that. Like, because these kids, like, they really like me, like his family, the little kids, they like me. So I wanted them to see me interview the rat and the dog or the pig. But Benji was like so worried. He just is like really worried person.
So are you and Benji together right now?
Like in this apartment.
No, are you in a relationship with
No,
Benji?
no, no, no. We haven't like really been in a relationship for a while. In fact, he changed his profile picture on his Twitter and his Facebook to just him. And he hates the show, hates me, and says you know, I'm fucking things up and that I'm messing up my life and stuff. And I just want to like feel good about what I'm doing. Like I just want some like not validation, but maybe yes validation because I've worked very hard on things that I haven't gotten any credit for. And there's no way in hell that I won't get credit for this because it's Kermit and Friends. That's my name here, Kermit and Friends. So anything that Kermit and Friends does, I will get credit for it because it's I wrote this, all this stuff, all these notes, I wrote it, all my things I recorded, my audio stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's just nice to like I don't know. Like it's just nice. Like I have control over it. As long as like Spreecast doesn't kick me off, I have control over this.
Yeah, it seems like you've been in a controlling relationship for some time and you're doing something on your own and you're kind of enjoying it. But he's still, I mean, he's still been interjecting a lot. And listen, I like when he comes on. Like I said, I think it's interesting when
People.
you guys talk about your lives.
Well, Luke, that's the big problem here. That's the big problem I've been having. Is that everybody wants to see Benji. I get it. I'm fans of people too. Like, I like Real Housewives. Like, I would like it if a Real Housewife came on here. Like, I understand that people are huge fans of Benji. I understand. I find him very funny. And he is an asset to the show. But if I'm gonna have him on the show, I have to be like, kind of like, I can't really say any words. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm gonna have him on here, it's gonna be a lot different because he's always like, don't like anything I say. He's like, don't say that. So I kind of like I'm scared to do
Yeah,
it. That
I
I'm scared to
understand.
do. Okay, here's my problem. I'm scared to do it without Benji because people like you that want to see him might not watch it because he's not here. Okay, so I'm scared of that. But I kind of want to do it without him just to see if I could do it on my own with the characters that I have here. So I believe in Rhonda. I believe in, all these people that I have here. And I think Benji is an extraordinary talent. But should I like use him just for his name if I don't like him right now? I don't think so. Like right now, I don't like him because he's not supporting me. He hates my show. This is like my whole heart I spill on this show. I love puppets. I love Muppets. I love these people. I love what we're doing. I spend all day on this. I haven't eaten. I lost 6 pounds because I care about it so much. I've just been so busy. And I don't know if I should just have Benji on because he's Benji. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It does seem like a predicament.
Because I understand I could lose viewers absolutely if he doesn't come here. I totally get it. I get it. That's like if Real Housewives. If I watch Real Housewives and none of the cast is on it, I get it. But like I'm just gonna have him
But
on because or force him to come on when he doesn't want to. He doesn't
well, I
like it.
mean, it seemed like to me, it seemed like to me he enjoyed it.
No, he did.
I think when he
Yesterday he
says he
brought me a
doesn't,
salad. He brought me a salad yesterday, and at 7 o'clock, and he brought me a salad at
yeah,
7 o'clock, and it was supposed to
that's
be
passive
sweet.
aggressive.
No, but that was very sweet. But I was pissed because he knows that like I want to start on time. And then the other day I needed a wire, and I'm so stupid for relying on him for that wire because he came at 7:01, and I was like, Benji, I needed that wire. Obviously, I want to start at 7. Like I take this very seriously, and I don't think Benji has been taken anything seriously. Like he doesn't know how to like prepare for something. Like this takes all day of preparation, Luke. It really does, and he doesn't take that seriously. Like I don't know. Maybe he does. Maybe I'm wrong and I'm a bitch and I'm like a jerk and I don't know and I'm wrong. But I don't know. It just feels like he's like he's gonna not be an asset. Like I know he's an asset just for being him, and he's extraordinarily funny and talented. But I feel like I don't know. I feel like I should try to do it on my own. I mean, I get it. I'm disappointing everybody by not bringing him. I get it. I totally get it. Trust me, Luke. I'm not stupid. I
You
know I'm nobody compared to
you
Benji. I get it.
you
I
mentioned this
get it.
before.
Trust me.
You mentioned he would keep bringing up these threesomes. So did that ever happen? Did it
No,
ever
I
get
couldn't
did
do
it
it
ever
because
get
I
close
just
to
like
happening?
I don't know. I'm just different, Luke. Nah. I was so pissed that I was so pissed that he brought it up. I just turned off. I totally turned off my like sexuality. In fact, I just got my sexuality back last week, Luke. I'll be
Are
honest with
you
you.
bisexual?
I don't know. I mean, I'm definitely like more interested in. I mean, men for sure. I mean, you heard my story. I mean, I have stories, but I mean, it's not like I wanna. I mean, I was like in the modeling world as well, so that's a very experimental world. But anyway, I don't know. Well, you're a really good interviewer though, Luke. You should
The
try to
stuff
pursue this
that you write now, the stuff that you write now for the show,
like for a living, like for a job.
is it, I mean, how does it compare to what you did at your last
Yeah.
job? I mean, you were a writer, right? Did you, I mean, what type
Oh,
of what
it's
type
the
of
same
stuff did
thing.
you
Yeah,
what
it's the
type of
same.
stuff did
It's the
you
same
write?
thing. Here, I'll show you. No, I can't go into that, but I'll show you what I write for this show. Like, okay, when did you tune in? When did you tune in
You
before?
said you can't. You said you can't tell me what you wrote before.
Like today? No, I can't, but I
But
can tell you what I write for this show.
right. Okay.
I mean, unless
But
something happens
but
and
you
I
can't.
could,
You
I
can't
could see it
say what type
happening.
of
I
work you
mean,
did
maybe
at the
not. I
previous
don't know,
job.
but I could see it happening where
Comedy writer.
comedy writing.
I think
Yeah.
people would be interested to know more about that.
No, trust me, I would love Luke. Luke, you
But
don't think I'm dying to
but
talk about that? You don't think I'm dying to get it
you're not
out?
allowed
You
to,
don't
or
think it's
is it
killing
because you
me that I
signed a
get? You don't
non-disclosure
think that's killing
agreement?
me, Luke? Trust me. I just think I just don't think it'd be a smart idea. Like just for my future because I want a future. I mean, okay, ideally, I would like to do this show in my future and get paid for it somehow. That's my ideal. And I can't imagine like I was thinking about like oh maybe I should work for like Jimmy Fallon like
Sounds like that'd be a good
writing for him
job.
or like somebody like that. But I was like you know what I probably would. No, I get it totally, but it's so rewarding like doing something on your own and building it. Instead of just jump, this is the problem, Luke. When you jump on something that's already the biggest show in the world, you just jump on it and like you just have no control. So this is nothing right now, Luke, right? We have
Which,
65
but you
viewers
know
and
what?
probably
It
a few
started out
thousand
with
people will
like
see this,
35.
unless, whatever, something happens.
I think it started out with
I
35,
no,
so it seems to be
35
going up.
what? Well, Luke, my first episode I did here, there was actually zero people watching, and crazily, while there was zero people watching, I ended up interviewing like the CEO of the site, and that was my first interview where there was nobody watching. So that said something to me. I was like, you know what? You never know what's gonna happen any day. I mean, I just got a message. I can't say who from, but like a really big person that you'd be very impressed by that wants to come on the show. So just like things like that, like I mean, even this conversation with you. I mean, I just feel like I discovered you. I mean, I don't know if anybody knows you, but like you're very talented. That's a talent that you have. I mean, I clicked on you and I didn't know what to expect, and I didn't like what you were saying at first. There, you were like trying to drop some like little names
What
of
did I
things
say
that
at
I see
first?
people trying to drop,
What
and
didn't you like?
that like kind of like makes me kind of upset because like I didn't like some of the things. I didn't like some of the things you were
Can't
saying
even
at first.
remember
I
what I
mean,
said
I was
that you didn't
interested in
like.
you, but I felt like you were trying to. You were just saying a few things that were like kind of pissing me off because like I was like I don't want any trouble here, Luke.
I was
I
just
don't want any
asking
trouble. I want to
questions,
make this a
if,
good thing.
if
I
you
want to
can
make this a
just say I
positive
don't want to answer
experience.
that, I'm not gonna chastise you for it.
Well, the pro- the well the well the problem with me, Luke, is I want to answer everything.
And
That's what the problem. My problem. I want to tell you. You don't think I
listen,
want to fucking tell you all this shit I've done?
and
You think
the
I don't want to tell
questions
you
I'm
that? Are
asking
you
are the
you
questions
out of your
people want to
mind?
know. So
Yeah,
really, I mean, it
yeah.
helps. You may not like it, but it helps the show. Trust me.
Yeah, well, hopefully one day I'll have a conversation with the people that I need to, and I can ask them if I could talk to you again because I'll say, hey, I'd really like to talk about blah 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 beep 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 beep. Can I do that? And I'll see what the answer is, and I'd love to talk about it. Trust me, that question. You don't think I'm dying to talk to you about that? Of course, it's awesome, awesome talking about that. It's my favorite thing in the world. It was so fun. I enjoyed it. I enjoy it now. I do it now for this. I love talking about that stuff. There's nothing more fun, Luke,
I'm
than
still
talking about something
confused
you're
as
really
to why.
passionate and
Oh,
proud of.
okay, I know.
Nothing more fun.
You don't want to.
Here, Luke, hold on 1 second. Hold on. We gotta take a break. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Stay right there.